Hello, today I will be discussing time management and what it is and why it's so important. So, time management is essentially the ability to organize and plan the time spent on activities in the day. So, having good time management is very important. Time management involves skills such as planning, setting goals, and prioritizing for a better performance in life. Having strong time management skills will put you far ahead in life as a leader compared to others who struggle with time management. Knowing how to balance your time takes work, but if you learn how to master this, life will become a lot easier. Also, good time management allows you to accomplish more in a shorter period of time, which leads to more free time, which lets you take advantage of other things and lowers your stress. Each benefit of time management improves another aspect of your life also, but I will discuss how time management skills first start getting introduced to people, how I learned personally to become good with time management, the struggles of a leader with poor time management, and lastly, how to improve on time management. Alright, so first to get started, I want to discuss how time management gets introduced to us at a young age. So it all really starts with school. That is the first thing in life that usually teaches us time management skills. Needing to get there on time, needing to get assignments done on time, balancing time outside of school to get homework done. And then things kind of build onto that as we get older, such as sports team or a part-time job. Life gets so busy, so knowing how to handle all these things and prioritizing is key. When people need to start adding all these things into their schedule, it can get very overwhelming at first, but things like these at a young age really help prepare you for life in the future when you have to start balancing a lot of more things with your time. Alright, so how I learned to become good with time management. I would say the biggest way I started to become good with my time and how I manage it is by prioritizing. Instead of watching Netflix for several hours, something else I would do is work on homework and go to the gym. I would have loved, of course, to stay home and watch Netflix for the night, but I love the feeling after finishing a lot of homework and getting a good workout in. So I make room for things that matter the most, and then when I have leftover time, I do things that are less of a priority to me. So another way I became good with time management is I became super organized. Having everything written down in a planner helped me so much. When balancing between being a full-time student, working 30 hours a week at an internship, and having 10 hours a week at a restaurant, one learns very quickly how to become good with time management. Alright, next I want to discuss the struggles of a leader with poor time management skills. In my opinion, if a leader struggles with time management, then they probably struggle with a lot of other core things needed to be a good leader. Time management is so important and a solid base skill to have. If a leader is always showing up late, missing events, and not getting their work done, how can they continue to stay ahead and lead others? Also, as I mentioned at the beginning, having good time management also means setting goals for yourself. So if a leader has poor time management and is kind of all over the place and have a hard time setting goals for themselves even, then they will probably struggle setting goals for a whole team or a group. This is why following these steps I'm about to share is key to becoming a better leader. Alright, so first, to become good at time management, I recommend getting a planner. With this planner, get used to writing everything down, even small things such as notes, so you don't forget to do it. Alright, next step I would recommend is figure out your priorities and make them into a percent of importance to you. So for example, my family is always my top priority, so I make sure to always save time for them. But my next biggest priority is my education. So that means if I ever have a big exam or a project to do, I give less time to other things in life that aren't as important to me. So I can really focus on doing well because my education is so important to me. All right, and the last thing I strongly recommend doing when trying to get better at time management skills so you can become a better and stronger leader is ask for help when needed and don't overbook yourself. If you feel overwhelmed, don't be afraid to ask. Even the best leaders need help a lot of the time. So always make sure in your planner not to overbook yourself and always look ahead. If you know you have a lot of things coming up in the near future, save time to prepare for all of that. Another thing I do want to add into this is that to improve on time management, it is really important to not procrastinate. That was the hardest thing for me at first to learn, but I always used to like waiting till the very end to get something done, which would cause a lot of extra and unneeded stress. So I found that getting things done with plenty of time to do so will help with time management greatly, which it did. I know once I started doing these steps that I mentioned, I saw a huge improvement in myself, and I could even tell the people around me saw a difference. I didn't seem so stressed out all of the time, and I even had time for things I enjoyed doing. Being a supervisor at a restaurant I worked at means people look at me being a leader for them. I need to know how to solve issues that occur and make sure everything and everyone is on track with what they're supposed to be doing. I could not imagine having to lead others if I was all over the place in my own life and couldn't manage my time. So I went over first how time management is taught to us even at a young age. Next, how I became better at time management myself. I discussed why having bad time management skills can make a poor leader. And lastly, some steps to follow on becoming a better leader. Following the steps I mentioned above, such as getting a planner, prioritizing your time, and not overbooking yourself, is really important steps to follow. Getting better at skills takes time and patience, but if you work hard enough at it, you will improve. So I hope this helps everyone on their journey of becoming a better leader.